Hey everybody, I've missed you guys. I am recording this last video today in order to start your very last unit. And in honor of this special occasion, the last video of the semester, I am getting some of my girls to help me.
We'll be reading this story today.
Hold on. Who are you?
My name is Amanda.
Okay.
I'm 5.
And what's your name?
Gabby.
And this is baby?
Cecilia.
Baby Cecilia.
She is 0.
She is 0. Your last unit that you're going to be learning is a mystery unit.
Yeah.
Cue scary music.
And scary monsters.
Ooh. And so in order to let you know about some of the terms.
And scary mysteries.
Some of the terms that you need to know.
Scary monsters.
Some of the terms you need to know. We're going to be reading a very scary story.
About the...
Look at the words. The Great Pie Robbery by Richard Scarry. So this is how you're going to learn about your terms. And hopefully I'll be able to come and visit you guys and you can meet Cecilia in person. So here it is, The Great Pie Robbery. Named Richard Scarry. In it, we have featured Sam Cat and Dudley Pig. They're 2 detectives. Another word for detectives are gumshoes, is kind of an old-fashioned word, or also sleuth. It's the people who try to solve mysteries. Now, mysteries is just a term that means anything that is unknown that requires solving. So it could be a crime or it could be just something that has something unexplained in it. It would fall into the category of mystery. The supermarket mystery. Sam Cat and Dudley Pig are very fine detectives. If anyone has a problem, they will try to solve it. Grocer Dog telephoned to tell them that he had a problem. Sam and Dudley drove to Grocer Dog's supermarket to see if they could solve it. So here we have introduced our crime, which also tells us what our mystery is. Dudley parked the car outside the supermarket. My, where did Dudley ever learn how to drive? Grocer Dog told Sam and Dudley that someone had been stealing food from his supermarket. The only way out was through the checkout counter. Someone had been sneaking food out of the store without paying for it. It's a mystery to me how they do it, said Grocer Dog. Then we will find out, said Dudley. But first, we must put on our disguises. We don't want the robber to know who we are. Sam and Dudley went to Grocer Dog's private office. Dudley always keeps disguises in his umbrella. Whenever he and Sam want to look like someone else, they put on costumes from Dudley's umbrella. So here we have our sleuths, or our gumshoes, and are trying to figure out ways to solve the crime. Just look at that nice lady shopper coming out of Grocer Dog's office. And what is that in her shopping cart? Why, it is a sack of potatoes. You wouldn't know that that was Sam and Dudley, would you? Now don't tell anyone. Now all around on the picture you will see that we have our series of suspects, our people who may have been the person who committed the crime. You may be trying to find some evidence in the picture. Evidence is going to be the facts or objects that help you to solve a crime. You may even start to develop a hunch, which is kind of a thought or a suspicion of who you think solved the crime. Coochie coo, said Dudley. What a nice little baby bunny. But you are much too thin. Your mother should feed you more to fatten you up. That's not a baby bunny, Dudley, said Sam Potatoes. It's a bunny doll. A few minutes later, Dudley said, Sam, I have solved the mystery. I know how the robber steals. Look, there she is now. So in other words, we have Dudley has a hunch. This is what Dudley saw. Can you tell which one is the thief? Are you sure? Dudley rushed across the supermarket. He grabbed a lady's hat off her head and smashed it to the floor. "I've got you now," he shouted. "That's not make-believe fruit on your hat. It's real fruit, and you were going to steal it." Now here, when we have what is called a kind of a lead that leads you in the wrong direction, it's called a red herring. It's supposed to throw you off the path and make you think one thing which is really not the correct answer to the crime. "Just you look," said the lady. "You have ruined my new hat. You think you're so smart? Here, you just eat one of these real apples." Dudley took a bite of the apple. It was not a real apple. It was made of cloth, and it was stuffed with feathers. Poor Dudley. Dudley was sorry that he had ruined the lady's hat. To show everyone that he was a really nice lady, he helped Mother Bunny pick out a watermelon that she couldn't reach. "Now please try to catch this one," said Dudley. There's that Mother Bunny and the stuffed bunny again. Meanwhile, Sam Potatoes was keeping his eyes and ears open. "Dudley," said Sam, "did you notice how fat that bunny dog is getting?" Notice, he is keeping track of the evidence. Dudley was not paying much attention to what Sam was saying. "Sam, look," he shouted. "There's the robber. This time I'm sure of it." Dudley ran off through the store. A lady shopper wished to buy a sack of potatoes. Sam Potatoes escaped from her just in time. "That lady crocodile is the robber," said Dudley. "She is hiding stolen food in her baby carriage." Dudley smashed into the baby carriage, but there was no stolen food inside it. Mother Crocodile was furious. "Just when I finally get my darling little babies to sleep, you have to come along and awaken them," she said. "Dudley, Dudley, I could have told you she wasn't the thief," said Sam Potatoes. "I know who is doing the stealing." For once, Dudley paid attention. "Who is it?" he asked. "How do you know?" "There was no time to explain now," said Sam. "The robber has to leave by way of the checkout counter. Hurry! There! It's that lady with..." Uh-oh. "The fat..." Before Sam could finish talking, splash! Dudley landed in a pickle barrel. Sam landed on his head. Sam was knocked unconscious. "How dare you call me fat," said the lady. "And where did you ever learn how to drive?" "But look, someone is picking up a sack of potatoes." Suddenly, Dudley noticed that Sam was missing. "Sam knows who the robber is. I must find him," said Dudley. He asked the fat lady, "Where's my sack of potatoes?" "A bunny lady took it to the checkout counter," she said. Dudley rushed there, but the bunny lady didn't have Sam Potatoes. Mother Bunny was saying to Grocer Dog, "I have decided not to buy any food today after all." Grocer Dog replied, "That's what you say every day, madam." Dudley took a closer look and wondered, "But how does she feed her baby bunny?" Then suddenly he remembered what Sam had said earlier. That's not a baby bunny. It's a bunny doll. And my, that doll had grown very, very fat. "Stop, thief!" cried Dudley as he leaped out of his disguise. "Your bunny doll is stuffed with stolen groceries." But no, it was not a Mother Bunny at all. The thief was Blackfinger Wolf, the wicked supermarket robber. He had been wearing a bunny disguise. He threw his bunny mask away. Out of the supermarket, the robber fled. Dudley didn't have time to look for Sam. He had to catch Blackfinger Wolf all by himself. Hurry, Dudley! Whoops. Down into the lower part of town, down where all the robbers lived, Blackfinger Wolf rolled into his robber's den. Dudley rolled after him. Right into a trap! Poor Dudley. Oh, I wish Sam was here, he moaned. Just then, the doll began to move and walk. Help! Screamed Blackfinger. The doll is alive! Help! Save me! Blackfinger let go of the rope and started to run away. Grump! Dudley landed on top of him. But Dudley was afraid of the doll too. Help! Save me! He shouted. The doll stopped in front of him. Zip! Out of the doll stepped a sack of potatoes. And out of the sack of potatoes stepped Sam. Sam! It's you, Dudley said happily. Dudley, it's you, said Sam. But how did I get here? Then Dudley explained. Your disguise was so good that Blackfinger Wolf thought you were really a sack of potatoes. When you were knocked unconscious, he stole you too. He was a very clever thief, said Sam. But we are very clever detectives, aren't we? Dudley grinned. And they have solved the mystery. Now, if we were looking at this as an actual mystery, we might think about things such as some of the suspects, did they have alibis? Meaning, did they have a story that explained where they were that made us know that they were not, in fact, the culprit. And the culprit means that's who actually is the one who committed the crime. So our culprit here is Blackfinger Wolf. We might also, if this were a more modern story and not with cartoon characters, they might use technology like fingerprinting dust and, scanning the fingerprints. Or they might use other kinds of technology. And we call that science of solving crimes, the technology and science, forensics, which some of you might already know because of the class that you're taking. But what I really wanted you to be able to do is read any kind of story that involved some level of unknown and be able to follow the clues, keep up with the evidence, follow up your hunches, and figure out who the culprit is. So I hope that you enjoy this mystery unit, and I will see you guys very, very soon.